Hey everyone, welcome to the Findlay Music YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel.
Oh, if you have kids, you probably hear that over and over again. My kids are watching YouTube right now, and I'm just hearing it from the other room, and it's so annoying. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great day. Um, we're wrapping up Anxious for Nothing this coming weekend, and man, it's been an amazing series. These are definitely monumental um, messages for our church, and definitely ones that I will be revisiting on my phone um, over and over again, just because I know they've helped me personally, and man, the content has just been so good. So I hope you guys have been impacted positively by this series and or people that you know. Keep those invites coming. They're really, you guys are really making a difference in people's lives when you invite them to church, and when they can sit through a message and a sermon like the ones that we've been having. Man, like I don't know how you can walk out of there the same person. So keep those invites coming. But all right, well, we got a lot to cover. Well, not a lot to cover, but just some key things to cover. So I'm going to try to make it quick. Before we get into the order of service, let's take a look at the team. You're going to see some names, some doubled up positions and things too. We're kind of going to be doing a little bit of musical chairs this weekend. But man, I really appreciate all of y'all just stepping up and covering, open spots and covering for people that are maybe can't do the whole weekend and things like that. So I really appreciate it. So I'm out this coming weekend. I got some vacation time, so I figured if I don't use it, I'll lose it. So figured I might as well use it. All right. So let's take a look at our team. We got David on acoustic, Corbin on bass, Noah on drums. Josh, our buddy Josh, has agreed to come in on Wednesday night and drum for rehearsal. Noah, as well as a few other people, are heading down to Catalyst this week. If you guys have ever heard of Catalyst, it's a really, really cool conference down in Atlanta at North Point. And well, I mean, it's sorry, it's not at North Point. It's in the arena there, or what is it? I don't know what arena it is, where the Hawks play, maybe something. I can't remember, but it's for the internship, and man, I had a good time when I went down. So, so Noah will be unavailable on Wednesday. So Josh has so graciously offered to come in on Wednesday and drum so that we can actually get through practice. So, dude, thanks for doing that, man. You're awesome. So, Josh will be on drums for rehearsal. Micah, not Michael, that's me. Micah, we're just gonna call you Mishu. Mishu on guitar, and then Sarah Shortridge has graciously offered to come down as well from. Well, she's kind of a floater, but spends she would probably call White House campus home. So Sarah, thanks for doing that. We love having you down in Findlay. We'll steal you any chance we can get. So, and then Laura on keys. David will also be leading worship as well. Kit on camera for Saturday. We have Matt and Christy Atkins serving together, which is sweet. Snoop on lights. And then for sound, we have Anthony and Dave. So Anthony is available for Wednesday and for Sunday, but not available for Saturday. So Dave also graciously offered to run sound for us on Saturday. So, dude, thank you so much for doing that. Like I said, it's a little bit of musical chairs this weekend, but I'm just grateful that we don't have any holes to fill. So, so thank you so much, all of you, for doing that. And man, I'm kind of bummed I won't be there. I am going to have fun though, but I'm kind of jealous I'm not playing because these songs are really good. So, but you guys are gonna kill it. All right, let's talk about the service. We have our 5-minute countdown. Well, first of all, before I get to that, you guys probably been seeing the promo for Kelly for the last 2 weeks now, and this is just a story that we've been following for the last year or so. She's been kind of battling breast cancer, and it's just been really cool to check in on her journey. And she's just somebody that's very very dear to us as a church. She's a staff member, and the Sawyer family is just held in high regard at our church and within our staff. And so we care a lot about her and her family, and they've just been kind of filming their life over the last year and a half. And so we're going to be kind of sharing that with the rest of the congregation this weekend, and it's going to be really powerful. We had a chance to watch the videos today in our run through, and definitely brought a tear to my eye. You don't have to look very far to know somebody who's been impacted by a cancer diagnosis. I mean, it's just crazy how much you hear about cancer, and just how many people are kind of going through that. And man, just kind of, not to get political or anything like that, but just something's got to change, man. Like, there's got to be something that we can do to keep this from happening to so many people, and just so many loved ones and family members that maybe we've lost or have battled this. And man, something's got to change. But so we're praying for her and her family as they just continue to fight the good fight. And I won't give anything away, but the story does have a happy ending. I probably gave everything away, but you guys will get to hear their story, and it's just really, really powerful. So that's just a little synopsis for this weekend. All right, so we'll have our countdown, and then into the song "Higher Love." This is kind of a remix of your "Higher Love" that you're probably used to, whether it's Whitney's version or who's the other person that did it. Can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me. Don't worry. Anyways, cool song, cool remix. We had fun jamming out with that this morning. So we are gonna do the A flat minor version. Peeberg's kind of doing their own thing this weekend with keys, just because of their worship leading situation. It looks a little bit different than everyone else's. So stick to the A flat minor version for that. From there, we'll do a campus host welcome. The band will shade underneath that. Probably just some kind of pad or something would work for that. I don't think the chords for Higher Love are going to work very well. It might sound a little too. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a high energy thing or not, but you guys can figure out what you want to do for that. There might be something already built into Ableton for that come Wednesday. From there, this is where things change a little bit from a typical weekend for a few reasons. One, if you notice, everything under this bar is local. So nothing is being streamed this weekend. Ben's not live at all this weekend. Everything's been filmed ahead of time. So, which means that all of the videos that we're playing are in-house. They're coming from either Ableton via timecode or, so like basically Pro One. All the videos are going to be on Pro One, which I think is really cool because it should help us button up our transitions and make our transitions really good. And then also there's just no second guessing, our timestamps in terms of like when does the band have to be back out. We'll have an exact time for that. So that's pretty cool. So coming out of the welcome into the local message package, we have a video, which is Ben intro and then Kelly's story part 1. The band will remain on stage during that. If you look at the timestamp, one thing that we're going to ask this weekend that might feel a little bit uncomfortable for you guys is just the amount of time that you might be on stage. But when we're talking about the value of creating a distraction-free environment, Kelly's story is so powerful that we just felt that getting people on and off stage during that might be a little bit too distracting. And honestly, I think you guys are going to be so pulled into her story anyways that you're just going to watch the videos and not really be too concerned about being out there. So we're going to ask that you stay out during that because there's a song after it, and that will be Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne. And man, what a great song, especially with the video that's paired up with it. The video team did an amazing job just capturing some awesome B-roll footage and whatnot, and it's just so powerful. So that's going to be time code. There's also a narration portions throughout the song. One of them being like right after the bridge. So you guys will hear that on Wednesday. That narration portion will be basically like one of the multi-tracks within Ableton. So you'll have control over the volume level of that. If the front of house engineers having difficulty hearing that narration part over the music, we have the ability to kind of turn that up if need be. So, all right. So from there, we'll go into video Kelly part 2, and then from that, obviously, you guys will you can head off stage after that, since the next portion of the service will be roughly 30 minutes. So, and then after that, there'll be another video where Ben will be kind of sitting down interview style with Kelly and her husband Micah, and just kind of talking through where they are now, and so there'll be an Ableton shade that will cue locally after an applause section, which should come later on in that video. And then this is pretty cool, but Ben's going to invite some people to stand up at our campuses for prayer at the end of the video. He's gonna ask if anybody is kind of walking through the same struggles as Kelly, and we're going to have an opportunity to pray for them right in the service, which I think is really cool. We haven't done anything like that before. I think it's just a great way to show other members of our congregation, like, hey, if you're walking through this too, like we want to pray for you right now. So I think that's really cool. I'm excited to hear how that goes. So that will cue in the live prayer component. Again, transitions are key when it comes to lighting and shades and things like that, and just making sure that we're not letting that moment slip by. And so during the prayer component, you guys will shade Bigger Than I Thought. So what I did, Laura, today was I just had a kind of a piano pad, and it wasn't anything that was timed up with a click track or whatever. It was just kind of improvisational, kind of taking my time through the chords for Bigger Than I Thought. So you can play around with that on Wednesday and kind of see how that feels. And then the campus pastor will come out and kind of host this whole section for the live prayer component. So Chris will do that this weekend. And then from there, we'll go into the Bigger Than I Thought surrounded package. This may change if unless the changes have already been made, but we were basically talking about a way to, rather than have this kind of feel like a mashup, we kind of felt like it might be better for these two songs to kind of be their own separate entity. And so one of the things that we discussed was actually just playing both songs in their entirety. That may change. As of right now, it's still the arrangement that it has been. So I'll keep you updated in case anything changes. So for now, just go ahead and learn what's posted. And then what we discovered today is that even though the transition in Planning Center between the two songs seems a little abrupt, Noah, just you being able to help us transition from song to song with cymbal swells and things like that, really make a huge difference in that transition. So you guys will do great with that. And then after Bigger Than I Thought, we have a send off just like normal. You guys will stay out on stage, and you'll actually shade Surrounded, and then post jam Surrounded. So post jam's not posted yet, but it's probably a couple taglines of it may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you, and then into the end, this is how I fight my battles, kind of thing. So so you guys will figure it out. But cool. So a little bit different than a normal service, worship being at the end, which I think is pretty sweet. And awesome. Well, that's all I have for you guys. I will be, even though I'm out this weekend, I will be there at Wednesday night rehearsal, so I can walk you guys and kind of lead practice and maybe answer any questions that you might have. So again, thank you guys so much for being a part of this special weekend, and I can't wait to hear how it goes. And you guys enjoy your night, and I will see most of you on Wednesday, and I won't be seeing you this weekend, but I'll be praying for you all and praying for an awesome weekend. So love you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.